Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
I miss you too,
and I'm
Ernie.
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here
I
too.
miss you too, Ernie.
Yeah, me too.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Western Conference battles, always fun. This time, it's the San Antonio Spurs intent on protecting home court. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's O'Brien in at the power forward. Now here's Paul. Capella finds Paul. Shot clock at 6. Over AI. Paul can't get it to go. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards. I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Here's Paul after the basket by San Antonio. Stolen by AI. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by AI. AI's got 3 assists in the game. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Paul kicks to O'Brien. Back to Paul. rejected by AI.
I'll tell you what, AI pounced on that one like a big cat. Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Capella dishes to O'Brien to stop the run.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Here's Aldridge, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Aldridge has got his first basket.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, and I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got them.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
You take a look at the Rockets' offense, and they've become lean and mean. Very few mid-range shots, no long twos. It's all threes and points in the paint. They keep their menu tight, and it works for them.
You talked about the Rockets' focus offensively. It's all on Harden and Chris Paul.
Yeah, they're the main shot creators for that offense. Everybody else better be happy spotting up, setting picks and rolling, and scoring in transition. The Beard and CP are going to have the ball in their hands most of the time.
Ryan is checked in for the Spurs. Derek White comes in for Walker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. So on the floor for Houston, the engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's O'Brien in at the power forward. The shot's good from Paul.
You know, one of the things, Kevin, that makes Chris Paul such a terrific floor general is his ability to run the pick and roll. Whether he passes it or keeps it, he usually always makes the right decision.
And he makes that one. 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Paul looking around. Here's McKinney. DeRozan defending. Paul with the bucket.
Because he's put in the work in the quietness and solitude of the gym, heavy defensive pressure doesn't bother that shot.
AI outside. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by AI. AI's got his 6th assist on the night. Rockets trail by 4. Now here's Paul. Capella, the pass to Harden. Here's Paul. That shot, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
Right there, that's simply just keeping your eyes up and staying open to all the possibilities in front of you. That's a terrific feed by AI.
Inside, Capella makes it off the glass. Capella's got 6 points. Well, we've been waiting for it all summer, Clark. Opening night. What's going through the players' minds right now, just before the beginning of the season?
About time. These guys have been ready for this a month ago. But they're happy that there's no more waiting around, and now the games count for real. And they're focused on trying to get off to a great start.
Here's McKinney following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Knocked loose, stolen by AI. And the Spurs pushing it up now. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Off target with his 3. Rockets trail by 6. Harden surveying the D. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. To the inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the Spurs making a change here. Noel's checked in. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for the Rockets. Now here's Paul. Harden outside. Shoots over Walker. Another miss by Houston.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
And Aldridge slams it in.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed kill, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
Walker against Harden. Paul outside. Over AI. Paul's shot is off.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Faried kicks to O'Brien, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Noel and Faried sends it back.
Hey, the terrific instincts and timing that Faried has, coupled with his reach, that lets him block a lot of shots.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Knocked away. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we finished one half of basketball. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. San Antonio leading by 13. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's AI. And it's Walker in a shooting guard. Now here's Paul. Harden has a wide open look. And he gets it to go from the corner. Harden's got the first bucket of the third here for Houston.
You know, it's funny, guys. I'm still not sure that Chris Paul gets enough credit for just how special he is as a player. I'm not sure why that is. I mean, very few players in league history have been able to impact the game at both ends of the floor at his elite level.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
And you look at Chris Paul's numbers, they stack up to any point guard that's ever played the game. Clark, what do you think is the most underrated part of Chris Paul's game?
Well, I would think it would be his defense and his perimeter shooting. I don't think he gets the credit for being the perimeter shooter he is, but defense would stand out to me.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Ryan is checked in for Aldridge. And it's wide in for Walker. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Stolen by AI. White, good. White's got 6.
You know, this is what happens when you don't take care of the ball. AI will make you pay if you're careless with the pumpkin around him.
Holiday finds Harden. This one for 3. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in this game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's AI, and the jam by AI.
If you're seeking explosive plays, just follow AI. Seems like he has a few of these every single night.
Holiday, the pass to Harden. It's Rivers on the wing. Stolen by AI. Pass to Bryant. Back to AI. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Back to Holiday. To the right side. Clock at 6. Goes up the baseline, and it's good off the back rim and in. And that's now 7 points for James Harden.
And the mid-range game of Harden, excellent. An offensive genius, really. I mean, knows exactly where to get the looks that he wants.
Now, here's AI. Got it. Good job in the low post. AI's got 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Harden against White. Harden outside. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Here's White. They get the rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. He's got 6.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Paul. Capella trying to free himself up, and he's able to get it back.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
So on the floor for Houston, Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's McKinney in at the small forward position. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Head coaches obviously get the attention in all sports, Clark, but the assistants also play very big roles. How do you build chemistry as a coaching staff?
You know, I've never coached, but I've watched a lot of coaches. I think first and foremost, you appreciate your assistant coaches, and then you give them room to grow and develop as coaches. And you share with them the building of the team and the coaching of the team. And that, to me, I think, if you serve your assistant coaches as they're serving you, I think that's how you build the best chemistry.
And loyalty's got to be big among that group on that sideline, doesn't it? Loyal to each other.
Big time. Loyalty to one another, and then also a common focus on really serving the players to the best of their ability collectively.
AI dishes to Noel. And that one drops for him. And the Spurs lead by 20.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Mark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there. But the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Here's AI. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Fantastic body control off contact. Not an easy play to finish there, but that's AI for you.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.